I have not stopped thinking about the egg sandwich that Harley Quinn tries to eat before people fuck it up. And then we see what happens to the damn thing. It's truly a tragedy. I'm fucking hungry. What's happening, film friends? Dave the Film Junkie here. All right, time for spoiler review, spoiler talk, whatever you want to call it, for Birds of Prey and the fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn, which should have just been called Harley Quinn. Not going to go over the entire movie or anything. I'm just going to talk about the stuff I couldn't talk about in the regular review. And just got a list of stuff right here. I mean, one thing was that delicious egg sandwich with bacon and cheese. And it was painful to see that thing hit the ground, and you felt Harley Quinn's pain, which, honestly, one of the funniest scenes in the movie. And I want to emphasize how great Margot Robbie was in this movie. I mean, there's other things I want to talk about with Birds of Prey, why the box office was not so strong, and things that might have happened, just stuff that I've heard and everything. I'm going to dedicate a whole other video for that. But yeah, when it came to the egg sandwich scene, I mean, goddamn, that thing looked delicious. And when it fucking hit the ground when she was trying to eat it, tragic! Big question that was on everyone's mind, especially since we saw the set photos like last year. Is Jared Leto's Joker in this movie? But you don't see the scene that we thought we were going to see, where we actually see him in the window and he's like tossing out her clothes. They didn't show any of that. You saw the back of his head. There was like a little flashback moment where one of the dudes that wanted to kill Harley, he had like a clown tattoo on his face. And apparently, they both did it. So you see him briefly for that. You do see, of course, we do see a callback to Suicide Squad, which I was like worried about. When I was watching, I'm like, are they not? Especially when she's about to blow up Ace Chemicals, are they not going to show any of that fucking footage? And they did. They didn't show him, but they did show her, looking down at the chemicals and then jumping into it. So they did show that. And then one other little Suicide Squad Easter egg, the only one I can remember off the top of my head, I'm not sure if there's any more, but when she's at the police station, there is a wanted poster for Captain Boomerang, and she's like, I know that guy. And I thought that was kind of cool. I was like, okay, see, it's kind of like a true sequel. I like that. So when it comes to this plot, like I said, it's a very simple plot. Kid steals Diamond very easily, by the way. And now bad people are after her, and less bad people are going to protect her. It was pretty simple. And basically how everybody's connected is Black Canary is Montoya's little mole within Roman's, little fucking whatever the hell you want to call his group. And then she knows Cassie Kane, they've talked, they've interacted, and then that's how everybody kind of gets connected through here. And Huntress, the Bertelli family. Bertinelli, I mean, basically, this is how they tie the diamond. So it's still up in the air. I'm not going to confirm whether or not the whole dick pic thing was true. But basically what the diamond was holding was, I guess, codes and accounts and everything for the whole Bertinelli fortune. And essentially anybody who has that information can pretty much rule Gotham. So that's why Black Mask, or Roman, that's why he wants it. It just seems like, if the dick pic thing was true, okay? Obviously, a couple little, the flashback scene where you see that, and then a couple like things of dialogue were probably easily changed. And I think that there was some kind of, you could kind of see where they kind of rearranged stuff and how they kind of worked it in. And I think that's why sometimes when it jumps all over the place, it can be a little jarring and you kind of like get confused, because I think they did some rearranging and some removal of stuff. That's just me. That's what I noticed when I watched the fucking movie. I need to watch it again, though. I usually like to do a spoiler review after watching it again, but I'm just not sure when I'm going to have time to go check it out. So I was like, fuck it, let's just take it. But yes, Cassandra Cain steals Zaz with an easy quick pocket. I mean, he's just standing there. He's got the thing. It's not even like, he just has it in his pocket. She just walks up and boop. That easy. Make it a little bit more difficult. I don't know. The more I was thinking about it, and how I said Montoya's character was weak, so was Cassie Kane's. I mean, they should have just not named her Cassie Kane, because she's nothing like the source material. It is kind of disappointing, but I mean, her character essentially didn't bother me. It's just, name her something else, because that's not Cassie Kane. Brutal scene of Zaz cutting off the faces of some people. Like, they're hanging upside down, and see, this is what I kind of forgot. This is why I wanted to see again. I forgot exactly who they were. They were part of the whole Bertinelli, whatever the hell. There was a connection there, and then they got their faces cut off. It was pretty brutal. Like, you actually see a little bit of it. I was kind of maybe hoping more. I don't know. If they were going to really go full Tarantino, there should have been. Like I've been saying too, I mean, this movie is a Harley Quinn movie that sets up the Birds of Prey, and it very much does that because, like I said, Huntress is not in it that much. And I've been seeing a lot of people on my timeline going, I needed more of her, and I'm totally with that. I wish there was more of her. But finally, at the final act, it gets pretty outrageous, and they all kind of come together. And then you get the scene after Harley not fucks them over, but steals Black Canary's car and gets the fuck out of there, which is, I was actually happy about that because I'm like, okay, good. Harley Quinn's not supposed to be the Birds of Prey. She's supposed to be Harley Quinn. That's something Harley Quinn would do. You got the 3 Birds of Prey right there. Yeah, the 3. Obviously no Babs, and who knows if Babs is actually going to make the cut. And I thought, cool, you set it up, but why did we have to call the movie Birds of Prey when this was literally like 2 minutes before the fucking credits roll, when Harley finally does get her egg sandwich, which, god damn it, I want a fucking egg sandwich with cheese. So overall, guys, I enjoyed this movie. I dug the Tarantino vibes, even though I thought it was sometimes trying a little too hard to be Tarantino and the jumping back and forth. And like I said, I mean, some people were saying, like, I mean, I saw people just going that there's no way that the dick pic plot could have ever been in a play because the diamond was never owned by Roman and this, that, and this. I'm like, no, it's just like a couple flashback scenes that could have been added in there and then some pieces of dialogue. It very well could still have been something. I don't know. It just seemed, to me, it seemed way too easy for Cassie Cain to just pickpocket Victor Zaz, and just, that's it. And that's how she gets it. It just seemed way too fucking easy. I think that's the frustrating part of Birds of Prey is stuff like that, and you kind of wonder what exactly all was rearranged. And it still was, but was it studio this time or was it producer? There you have it, guys. That's my spoiler review. That's my spoiler talk. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. Like I said, I always like to watch the movie again before I do something like this, but I just didn't have time to do it. So there you go, guys. Let me know your thoughts about it down below in the balls area. Hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to my channel. It's filmjunkie.com for all my content. Follow me in the sock meds over there, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Patreon if you want to help out, and of course shirts like this one down below. All right, guys? Talk to you later.